Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Phoenix Lee back with another video. In today's video, we'll be looking at some of Aussie Antics arena gameplay on his series Path to Pro. Even though Aussie isn't a pro player, we can still learn a lot from his mistakes, and I bet that many of you are making some of the same mistakes, so let's get right into it. I watched a lot of Aussie's arena games, and there's one consistent theme: 50-50s. Aussie would often jump into boxes and take complete aim duels. He was winning the majority of these, but that was mostly because he was facing bad opponents. I want to split 50-50s into two categories. Number 1, raw 50-50s, and number 2, edit selection. Let's start with number 1. Aussie would sometimes just full jump on a player without even building or creating a right shoulder peek for himself. These fights would result in him tanking a lot of damage or even dying, and the problem becomes a lot worse when fighting better players. Let's look at an example. In this clip, Aussie is on top of a player who is jump peeking. Aussie kept trading tack shots and then got cleaned up by the enemy teammate. What Aussie should have done is place the wall and create a peanut butter or window edit that he could have peeked around and either taken the right shoulder peek advantage or try and take the opponent's floor and peek the opponent from there. Next, let's look at how some of Aussie's edit selection gets him killed. Aussie would often make bad edits while trying to clean up kills. In this clip, we see that Aussie gets piece control on his opponent and then edits a very open bottom triangle edit. This is a large mistake because it allows the enemy to shoot back at Aussie and potentially eat into his shield or kill him. What Aussie should have done is edit a window and right shoulder peeked into it because it would have given the opponent no time to hit a shot back on Aussie, and if Aussie had missed the shot, he could have just quickly reset the wall with no fear of an enemy running out at him. Aussie sometimes does take good edits, but will sometimes misplay them, resulting in a blatant 50-50. In this example, Aussie opens a peanut butter edit, which is a good edit, but he misplays by shooting while in the center of the wall. This left Aussie way overexposed and resulted in him taking a lot of damage. If Aussie played close up to the wall and jump peeked it, he almost certainly would have came out of this fight untouched. In general, Aussie needs to make sure that he's establishing more piece control and take better peeks with his own piece control. Next, let's move on to how Aussie attacks walls. Aussie almost always pickaxes every wall. This makes him extremely predictable and allows him to get pre-fired or for an enemy to open on him while Aussie is pickaxing. Aussie needs to start pressuring walls with his AR or shotgun from a further distance to make himself less predictable and to keep himself far away from unnecessary danger. Lastly, Aussie isn't calming damage enough in his fights and team games. In this clip, Aussie hits a player for 80 damage and just says that he has hit the enemy. A number applied to this enemy you hit is extremely helpful for your teammates and gives more useful information. In general, I can tell that Aussie's mechanics aren't that good. I recommend that Aussie should start to play a lot more PGs. PGs help your mechanics so much and they work on your high ground retakes. Aussie says himself he's a better box fighter and he feels more comfortable than when he pushes out, which is why I think PGs would be perfect for him to force himself to push himself out of his comfort zone. If you're worried about building bad habits of overbuilding, then trying mixing in box fighting and build fighting in realistics would help a lot with molding you into a very well balanced and even player. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, make sure to drop a like, and if you want more educational content like this in the future, make sure to subscribe and follow my other socials linked in the description. Peace.